a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. 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 When you got trouble, I've got him too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. When we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see, it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me.
What up, my nigga? What up? What up, my nigga? What up? What up? What up, my nigga? What up? What up, my nigga? What up?
Sometimes shit just be flying by. No matter if I try to slow down, no matter what I'm doing and where I'm going. But that's the thing, no matter who you are and what you do, everyone's time runs out. But you know this shit's fire. Every time I come around, see me cruising in your town. I don't ever get the run around. When it's going down, you won't ever hear a sound. Every time I come around, see me cruising in your town. I don't ever get the run around. When it's going down, you won't ever hear a sound. Pay attention, pop some riddling, kid. You can see I keep it real, I'm on some literal shit. I'm about my money cause there's too many digits to get. I can't be broke because you see that's some pitiful shit. No need for alibis, there's no one I'm innocent with. I stay invisible, you know how a criminal gets. Stereotypical shit, you a miserable bitch. And I'm a dick, a despicable typical prick. Even if I'm wrong, don't ever correct me. Still coming correctly, I'm stunting till the day they arrest me. Come get me, I'm playing chess, you playing checkers. You never can check me, wanna gamble away your life, you better be ready, I'm deadly. And I don't need a fucking whistle to know I'm official. I'm coming to hit you, you'll be running, I'm gunning to get you. I'm packing some pistols, attacking with missiles and sinking your tissue. So fuck how many kids you got with you. It's scot-free. Every time I come around, see me cruising in your town. I don't ever get the run around. When it's going down, you won't ever hear a sound. Every time I come around, see me cruising in your town. I don't ever get the run around. When it's going down, you won't ever hear a sound. Got bitches on my dick. It's like every day. They can't seem to get a grip. There's no fucking way. You hoes kinda make me sick. Got me throwing up. You can die slow or fast and quick. Either way, I don't give a fuck. I'm seething to kill you, the beatings I'll give you. What have you looking up and praying up to God I forgive you. I'll slice you and rip you and then I'ma lift you into a motherfucking casket when I find one to fit you. No bitches to kiss you, won't nobody miss you. I'll go and find a fucking ditch where no one knows where I hit you and ditch you. I'll flip you and tip you, no flowers to give you. And put your bitch in some positions that resemble jujitsu. Get with you. Every time I come around, see me cruising in your town. I don't ever get the run around. When it's going down, you won't down, you won't ever hear a sound. Ready? Hey yo, Scott Free. Just about to go in on these bitch ass gang stalking pieces of shit. What do you want, a grave or a cell? You try to play God, it won't end well. You won't believe lies you learn to tell. I guess you can't wait to burn in hell. I'm a fucking legend, these motherfuckers are peasants. They be sweating me on my dick all over it every second. I blade in your neck, snitch, that's what you get for squealing. My dick in your heart, bitch, so fuck you and your feelings. You're a shot bucking, you start ducking at deer in headlights. Where the fuck you going, your heart showing, you feet are dead, right? Crazy like a lady who may be in her Mercedes with her baby in the backseat while speeding right through a red light. On my dick 24/7, can't mind your fucking business. Your obsession with me is crazy, as for you fags or bitches. You ain't got no money, you bum me, that's rags without the riches. Paramedics pick up your body, toe tagging all you bitches. It's so pathetic, I said it, watching your lights get shut off. Begging me for favors, you fake motherfuckers get cut off. Go to jail, try to hide, see me up in the prison, slicing and dicing your face and cutting with precision. What do you want, a grave or a cell? You try to play God, it won't end well. You won't believe lies you learn to tell. I guess you can't wait to burn in hell. What do you want, a grave or a cell? You try to play God, it won't end well. You won't believe lies you learn to tell. I guess you can't wait to burn in hell. I rolled up to your crib on my own and then I scared you, waiting on one of you to come outside, I don't care who. Hoping for the both of you pussies, but that ain't fair to beat you fucking cowards alone. I was prepared to, and I dared you. I was calling the shots, I brought the beef to your crib, disrespected your block, ready for crazy drama. But the only thing you did was make your baby mama come outside to call the cops. Now I wanna just burn you like marijuana. I'll go to Mexico, I'm escaping to Tijuana. I'm younger than you, pussy, I sunned you like a father. Praying for the purge to be legalized, and I wanna rip your fucking face into pieces, you'll be a goner. I'll execute your family, consider it as an honor. Instead of the mama and all those people in that chopper, it should have been you and your kids in Kobe's helicopter. What do you want, a grave or a cell? You try to play God, it won't end well. You won't believe lies you learn to tell. I guess you can't wait to burn in hell. What do you want, a grave or a cell? You try to play God, it won't end well. You won't believe lies you learn to tell. I guess you can't wait to burn in hell.
Victor, Victor, Victor. Victor, 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 Victor. V-I-C-T-O-R. 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 Victor, Victor. Victor, Victor, Victor. Victor, Victor, Victor. V-I-C-T-O-R. Victor, Victor, Victor. 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 V-I-C-T-O-R. Victor. Victor, 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 Victor. V-I-C-T-O-R. Victor. 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 V-I-C-T-O-R. Victor. Victor.
Hiya folks, welcome to the Victor Show. I'm a bit late since we're at 6 instead of 2, but hey, who cares? I found some wonderful talented individuals and also a disturbing gamer. We're gonna have some fun with the Twitch people. And no, we're not gonna go to Twitch. We're gonna be on YouTube. Anyways, the wonderful rapper we just saw. Well, let's have a look at him, cause for some odd reason, when I look for people, I find musical artists like Mr. Scott Free over here. Say what you want about guy. He's doing quite well. Not channel-wise, by the way. He only has 888 subscribers. But he does have a record deal coming for him. So let's look at frozen Asian M&M.
Mr. Free. Free to go. So I guess this means I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah?
Suck my dick. Scot free. Wanna settle this dilemma, come and get it. Only thing I promise is you will regret it, cause I've been so fed up with these things, hidden agendas, giving poison venom, they inject pathetic. I'm never starting any problems, but these people bring their bullshit to me. Let's put an end to this vendetta. If I gotta go, then I'ma go out shooting double-fisted pistols, both my fingers pulling triggers, because fuck around with me, now you don't wanna chance it. Looking high dancing to Marilyn Manson. I'm raw and I'm rancid, my anger enhance it. Respect, I'm demanding it, you softer than Hanson. I'll slap you open-handed if you get out of hand, bitch. Kidnap your daughter just to move contraband with. No snitches or a witness, who you taking the stand with? I fear God, but I don't fear breaking commandments. Don't really wanna beat you up, rather have these bullets microwave your ass and heat you up. Hollow tips fucking eat you up. You could have a gun, still won't be enough. You call the cops to come, fight for your family, you never be that tough. Getting older but I won't grow up. Now I'm colder but I still blow up. Hold up, have I called you out for a fight? We all know that you won't show up. I'll tell your wife to suck my dick, I'm sick but I won't throw up. What reason made you start fleeing, pussy? You know it's up. Wanna settle this dilemma, come and get it. Only thing I promise is you will regret it, cause I've been so fed up with these things, hidden agendas, giving poison venom, they inject pathetic. I'm never starting any problems, but these people bring their bullshit to me. Let's put an end to this vendetta. If I gotta go, then I'ma go out shooting double-fisted pistols, both my fingers pulling triggers, because I'll fucking break your neck, won't even break a sweat. If you weren't a bum and had money, then we could make a bet. But you're so fucking worthless, your life it don't have a purpose. Only thing that you deserve is hell, we'll celebrate your death. Pathetic stalkers are obsessed with me, they testing me and stressing me. On my dick 24/7, sweating me. They scared to mess with me, all wanna have sex with me. But if they ever tried to make a move, then they would rest in peace. Dealing with the lowest form of scum, stupid, yeah, they're more than dumb. Burning real slow is their only destiny. Evil, they're also sick, every one of them a coward bitch. Bottom beaters, none of them leaders, pieces of shit. Wanna settle this dilemma, come and get it. Only thing I promise is you will regret it, cause I've been so fed up with these things, hidden agendas, giving poison venom, they inject pathetic. I'm never starting any problems, but these people bring their bullshit to me. Let's put an end to this vendetta. If I gotta go, then I'ma go out shooting double-fisted pistols, both my fingers pulling triggers, because yeah, Scot free. And that's for all you pussy-ass, scum-sucking, worthless, pathetic, dirtbag, sex offender, gang-stalking pieces of low-life. Shit, fuck your kids, fuck your mother, your father, your fucking grandparents, and anyone in your fucking dirtbag family. You subhuman pieces of shit, burn in fucking hell. Die slow.
So yeah, normally when we meet these TIs, they're quite self-destructive, and I finally found one that's productive. So let's get to the wonderful Scot Free, shall we? Because he is a targeted individual, whether you believe it or not, but at least he knows what to do with it. Now, he tried to do a little podcast thingy and whatnot, but he also does freestyles. But let's see, where shall we start? Hey, Marie, we're having we have this wonderful productive TI, and let's see, where did it start? Here's where it starts. His craziest story so far, being gang-stalked.
Yo, what's going on? Scotty here, aka Scot Free. I apologize. Lost my voice earlier today. Just screaming at my dad for just being a scumbag, but you know, what else is new?
Did he gang stalk you too?
Anyway, I wanted to do a quick little story about what my last video was about, you know, being a targeted individual, still being stalked by my old neighbors on Spear Ave in Clifton, New Jersey. And I just wanted to make a video real quick just to show like the...
Hey Marie, this is one of yours, but this one isn't disturbing. He's fine.
Talk about the craziest, like most like disgusting story that I've dealt with being stalked by them so far. And real quick, one night I was just trying to go to sleep, and I you know, would hear a bunch of noises in the wall, sound like maybe mice in the wall going up and down. And you know, that was normal because they followed me all throughout my apartment anywhere I went. But you know, this night I'm trying to go to sleep.
Wait, you're being gang stalked by mice? I didn't expect that turn.
And Martin, the whole night, he starts playing porn. And I'm just like disgusted, like, what is this guy doing? You know, I realize he's trying to get me hard, and he's trying to get me to jerk off. He wants to see me jerk off so he can, you know, get himself off to it because he's obsessed with me.
Wait, what? Do I need to bring up the Ice-T clip now?
Just like Eliana and everyone else, Phil and his family on the first...
Wait, Eliana? No, Eliana. No, Eliana. That bad.
floor. So, you know, this goes on all night until past when the sun comes up. We're talking like noon, 1. And at this point, I hear his son, and for all I know, the whole family could have been doing it. But I hear his little son, who's like, looks like he's 8 or 9 years old. And I you know, I hear them talking like, oh, is he hard? Is he hard? And it's making me disgusted. But right after a minute or two of just hearing them talk back and forth, from what I heard, from what I gathered, I heard them taking their pants off. It got quiet for a minute, and then I hear Martin starting to like moan. I don't. God only knows what they were doing, but I don't know if they were. I don't even want to say it, but you could guess.
I don't want to guess. This is getting very disturbing, dude. Getting off on your neighbors, really?
So that's when I lost it. I jumped up off the top of the bed, and I just slammed down on the floor. I stomped, I screamed, like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You're fucking sick. Like, you can't get off my dick. This is disgusting.
Dude, you're the one that's getting off your neighbors. You're the sick one. Sorry.
And, you know, they're typical gang stalkers. They're scared and they're terrified. So they didn't say shit. They just got real quiet, and they stopped. And, you know, I don't know if, who knows? He probably could have went in the other room with his son and finished him off in there and fucked him. I don't know.
Wait, what? Hold on. We went from the rats following him, the mice following him everywhere through the walls, to his downstairs neighbor apparently getting off, where to the point where he got off, and no. I'm not gonna play the song. Just saying. No, the song is involved. I'm not gonna play the song, folks. I hate that song.
But yeah, honest, that's the craziest, most disgusting story that I have dealt with yet when it comes to dealing with my gang stalkers from Clifton, New Jersey. So anyone else got a crazier, sicker story? I'm all ears. You know.
Well, Phil, if you pay attention, we call that a little shit that he has below his eye. He already has the monkeypox.
If you want to leave a comment, tell me anything else that you guys have dealt with. My last video has been getting lots of views and lots of comments. I appreciate that, and it's good to at least know that there's others out there going through what we're going through, and that we're all together in this. And you know, as of now, there's still things going on with the FBI trying to you know, look into this. And also,
oh great, the FBI is involved. No things are gonna get fixed. Why Why do gang stalkers always think the government that's stalking them is gonna save them? How does that work? How is the boogeyman gonna save you?
The bill being passed as well from California that'll aim to put an end to this too.
You live in New Jersey. How is California fixing anything?
In the meantime, just keep doing what you're doing. Stay strong. Don't isolate yourself. And, if you know your stalkers, expose them.
By the way, this video is from 2019, June 5th, 2019, when you had to isolate yourself. Oh no, this is before the whole isolation thing. He predicted COVID, folks.
They're not going to do anything to you. They're scared. They're pathetic. They're miserable in their own lives. And they're obsessed with all of us. So that's the way it is for now. And, like I said, I'll keep on uploading more videos as I go on. I still have to get a new MacBook. I apologize to anyone that listens to my music. Hopefully we'll have one in a week or two and I'll be able to start doing music again. So in the meantime, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe.
Dang, he didn't even get to his wonderful... By the way, he is on Spotify. I'll get you guys the link for his Spotify, because I like his music. His music isn't bad. It's just about him rapping about gang stalking, though. I believe that's the... Let me see. Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on. Meanwhile, we'll go to another video of his... There we go. There's the Spotify link for anyone who's interested in this music. Oh, so his single's called Kill You? Well, let's have a listen real quick. Fuck you, Spotify. I'm not gonna... I already had an account. What the hell? Fuck it. Oh, I went a video ahead. This is his introduction to being a targeted individual, folks.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Scotty Eaton, aka Scott Free. For those of you that have been listening to my music, not only on YouTube, I'm kind of a beginner trying to grow my channel, but Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple, anywhere you may have heard my music, or if you have come here and watched any of my videos with my songs on it, thank you. I appreciate it. I will be dropping another song in the next week or two. Just wanted to make this video as kind of my introduction in a way.
I don't mind him explaining about him being targeted, but what's going on with his ceiling over there? There are holes in his ceiling, and it's been patched up. Did he make that hole? Oh my God! Look behind his shoulder, folks. There are holes everywhere in the ceiling.
To the online community of any targeted individual. I have been learning a lot about this over the past few months. Basically, quick summary of my story. My neighbors at the old apartment I was living at 247 Spear Ave in Clifton, New Jersey. I started noticing weird things. Had a feeling I was always being watched by my neighbors that lived right below me, Martin Calderon and Eliana Vega. And I've always, kind of brushed it off, like thought they were just nosy or whatever. Turns out, when I moved out at around beginning, mid-December, I started to pick up on things and realized that it wasn't just them stalking me, following me in my apartment. It was literally everywhere. I am being monitored with remote neural monitoring. And, anyone that knows this situation with that, I have the V2K. I hear them all day long. And
you know, from as soon as I open my eyes to when I go to sleep, and they are reading and visualizing my thoughts. I thought I was crazy at first. My dad even called the cops to take me to the 2 different hospitals in the area. Both times I got cleared in an hour. You know, I was totally fine.
Oh, great. You start pulling the ceiling apart, and your dad went, "Oh no, my son got crazy, and he sectioned 5150 you twice. How would you leave the ceiling alone?"
And I started learning more and more about this, and apparently it's sad, tragic that this is going on to begin with, but it's a little comforting to know that there's others out there dealing with the same situation as I am. So I just wanted to put myself out there, make this video, and let people know my story of what's going on. So that's basically it. It's my neighbors. Right before I moved out, one day the neighbors on the first floor, they overheard some of the things that that I was saying or thinking in my head. Once I realized that because I started to hear them from downstairs. There was an older house; you could hear through the walls if it was loud enough, and I heard them saying exactly what I was thinking. So that's what started to really bug me out, and that's when the neighbor on the first floor, Phil, I'm not sure of his last name, but that's when he was.
Waiting to pee, what did you do to this poor man? Phil, what did you do?
Was talking to Martin on the second floor, and Martin basically showed him how to do everything, because I overheard them saying like, "Oh, that's his room," or "That's his TV," and Martin like showing him like saying like, "Oh, this is him in the bathroom," like just like the sickest like crazy. But you know, it just starts there. I moved out, and I started hearing the voices here at my parents' house in Bloomfield. And I started researching.
Here's the thing. You can meet an asshole, but if you keep on meeting an asshole, guess what? You're the asshole. Same thing goes with crazy stuff. If in your previous place you heard crazy shit, and now you're going back to your parents and you hear crazy shit, maybe you're the one crazy. I could be wrong, but
searching, putting everything together, and that's when I figured out what was going on. So that's pretty much it. All day long, you know, I hear them nonstop. You know, they're able to see everything I see, visualize, and and hear my thoughts. If I'm thinking something in my head, they hear it. I'm just still networking with people. Anyone out there that's going through the same thing, feel free to hit me up, message me. I'll include my links to social media, and send me a DM, message me, whatever, email me. And, we can network and hopefully, just continue to keep an online presence and bring more awareness to this whole gang stalking and remote neural monitoring situation.
I'd rather have more awareness of what's going on with your ceiling, because I don't think your dad is happy with the holes in it.
And it's probably, I've been through a lot, and this is probably the most, craziest, most disgusting thing, I've ever had to deal with. And I just want to.
Oh boy. Hold on. I found a problem. He grew up in a very religious household, because Jesus over there is framed. So him having gay thoughts, he thinks people projecting gay thoughts in his head. He's like that basketball player. It went, "Oh, they're beaming gay thoughts in my head." I think we gotta play this little clip.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
So, I think that's his issue. I could be wrong, but I think that's his issue. I think he thinks people are beaming gay thoughts in his head.
I just want to put this out there, because I never really put too many videos out other than my music. So, hopefully people will start to get to know me more, and we could all network and talk, because as far as the support system, the government's not doing much. The FBI is apparently starting to do investigations on claims being made by TIs. And also there's a bill proposed, originated in California, to put an end to all of this as well. They're working on getting that passed. So hopefully that will get passed soon. And yeah, anyone that, especially in the area, just to show anyone that knows me, has been to my apartment, knows the neighbors, but this is him right there.
Dude, don't do that. Hold on. Go away. Don't dox the guy. Jesus.
Have their children, their young children, also stalking me. This is an act of violation of human and constitutional rights, as well as just a disgusting sex offender charge. It would be classified under voyeurism, and these.
God damn it. First he's insinuating the dad is doing it with his son. He's not gay. He has other thoughts beamed into his head. Dude, get help.
So-called parents have their children stalking me and watching everything I do as well. So it's really just repulsive. It's sickening and it's disgusting. But this has taught me you never know what people are capable of. Before I moved out, I thought everything was cool with these people. Martin was there before I moved in, so I've known him longer than Phil. But I would help them out whenever they needed favors. I'd let them use my electricity, my Wi-Fi. I would let Martin borrow money, and turns out.
Wait. Borrow electricity? If you're living in an apartment complex, you have electricity. Why would you need to borrow electricity? Is this an American thing where they go, hey, you got an extension cord? I don't have electricity. Can't afford to pay. People don't pay the bills, so they borrow from their neighbors or something? What's going on?
He actually broke into my apartment when I first moved in there not too long ago. Our first landlord, nice lady, Karen Jerome, she even warned me about Martin after I moved in, that he was a liar, not to trust him or Eliana. And, she ended up selling the house to another guy. And I never put two and two together. I wasn't quite sure who did it. But after I moved out, I started to figure things out. And I overheard them say one day, oh shit, he figured it out. So they know. And they're listening right now, of course. It never stops.
Oh, of course they're listening. You're putting it on YouTube. It's not hard to listen. I mean, we're listening.
They have taken control of my car while it was in cruise control on the highway. They have cut the wheel, almost causing accidents, putting me out on the left side of the road, trying to make me crash into the shoulder or take me off the road, as well as if I'm in the middle lane or another different lane, try to steer me into a car. This has happened many times. I have videos on my phone.
Sir, please turn in your driver's license. You're not safe on the road. If you have a tendency to T-bone a fellow motorist, you shouldn't have a driver's license. So what's that on his head?
I have their voices recorded.
Oh, it's the wrinkles in his forehead. I thought it spelled out something.
As well on my computer when I make, I use the microphone I use when I make music, and I can hear them very clear. I've been to a lawyer, and she said as of right now that wouldn't be quite enough proof, but I'm not going to stop. They're not going to stop watching me and, violating my rights. So I'm going to do whatever I can do to keep gathering evidence and putting them on blast, because I've noticed other TIs as well making videos, and if their situation is kind of like mine in the way that they know who their stalkers are, they've been putting them out there too. So, these people have no shame doing what they're doing to us, so why should we have any shame or negative feelings about,
Yeah, here's the thing though. These people don't post videos and dox them. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Exposing them and letting people know exactly who they are.
I mean, if you make recordings and then turn it into the police, that's fine, but why put it on YouTube?
And, that's basically it. I'll be making more videos, in the near future, try to build up my channel. other than my music, I haven't really been posting much else. So anyone, like I said, that wants to network or hit me up, contact me anytime, you know, about anything, whatever. Everyone out there that is a targeted individual, you know, we're all going through this together. And anyone that makes videos, and the people I follow, I really appreciate every video that you make. You've taught me a lot, and you've also given me support as well as inspiration, you know, to keep going on and stay as positive as you can about this. So hopefully I'll be able to do the same maybe, and, you know, I can continue to grow my channel and network with more of you and meet more of you, and, you know, hopefully from now on, you know, only positive things will happen, and we're all in this together. So thank you for watching and listening, and stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned, alright. Let's see what else he has got going on. Because this is the weird thing with the guy, unlike people like Baby Daddy Superstar, for instance, who is trying to get a musical career but doesn't seem to get a musical career, this guy actually, let's see, oh, well, here's his update on his deal with Bentley Records.
Yo, what's going on? It's Scott Free, Scotty Eaton, and just wanted to check in. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, just been dropping music.
You lost a tooth.
But I told people that I would make another video about how my deal with Bentley Records has been going.
Yeah, dude, pay attention to
the road. So I told them I would, you know, give them an update on how it is. I'm in the second year of my contract, and I know there's mixed reviews. Some people in the comment section will be like, oh, it's a scam, they're charging you $300, and I get that, but...
Oh no, I thought he was... This poor guy. Dude, when you have a record label, you don't pay. The record label is supposed to pay. Oh my god. He's paying this company to promote him, and they're not promoting him. And people already are telling him, hey man, you're getting scammed. And, fuck. That sucks.
They provide services, they promo every song. You have your own masters, control of everything. They don't keep your masters. You own everything, but now they only take 3% out of streaming royalties, which is nothing. They always change up their collaboration. For example, months ago I did a collab.
What's going on with his mic? But, because it's going from left to right. They only take 3% out of his royalties, folks. Of his YouTube channel, of his, for crying out loud, of his. He's on iTunes. He's everywhere, and they're taking money out of him, and they're not doing anything.
With Soulja Boy for 2000, and the other day I.
Oh, for crying! Of course, Soulja Boy. You fucking retard. You're getting ripped off.
Checked last week or two, and it had the game for $1,500, and that's not bad. Now I'm not a huge fan of the game, but that was worth it. It had me thinking. You can go on tour if you pay another $1,500 for 3 months. They cover all your food and everything.
Now I'm feeling very sorry for this guy. Pay $1,500 for 3 months. Is this $1,500? Is this $500 a month, or is this $1,500 a month for 3 months?
But I use them. You know, you can get unlimited artwork done, and mastering, and promo at any time. You have a lot of info they give you on just how to grow your career. They answer you right away over email. And pretty much in my second year, they offered me half off, $150. And then guess what?
So he's been paying them $300 a month for an entire year. And in the second year, they go, hey, you've been paying us $300 a month. How about you pay us $150 a month? By the way, we can also get you touring. So if you put $1,500 down, which is more... God damn it. This is some scammy shit for this guy.
They year of completely free. So if you think about it, you're paying in the long term, you pay $415 or $450 for 3 years, which is like only paying $115 a year. You know, that's not too much. And they also merged with a label in Korea, and if you want your songs distributed through them, you can have 2 songs a year sent to Korea as well as all the other platforms that DistroKid, TuneCore, anyone else can get you on. So, yeah, you know, I get...
Yeah, but you can just pay $5 a month for TuneCore though. Or I think it's like 50 a year or something, or maybe $100 a year. Why are you paying more $300 a month for these guys to do shit?
Scam you, labels ain't supposed to pay you. Yeah, but guess what? Some big name labels also give you a $50,000, $100,000, $500,000, $1 million advance, and then they control your music. You can't even put out music when you want, and sometimes you even get shelved, and you have to wait until they let you, and then, on top of that, you end up owing them money. So...
Well, he's not wrong with that, but you could just self-promote your shit. I mean, for crying out loud, just go to places and do your thing, dude. Instead of having someone else do the thing for you and hoping things work for you.
You know, unless you get a very good label deal, not like a 360, you definitely want to have lawyers look over a major label deal, because even if they're offering you money, like I said, in the end, you could be the one getting screwed and owing them money and not even being able to have control over putting out music when you want to, and on top of that, they may even own the ownership of your music. So when your deal's done, you're...
Yeah, here's the thing though. So you signed up with this label, and they probably have a lifetime deal with you. So they get 3% cut lifetime. So whenever you accidentally make it big, they get a 3% cut. And there's nothing to do you can do against it. Fucking, this guy's a retard.
Music's not yours. Your song's getting played. Guess what? They're getting paid, not you. So Bentley Records is a small, like, independent type label that I look at as not a bad start. You know, you get to say you're signed to a label. They help you anytime, any questions you have. And, you know, like I said, they provide good services with the mastering, the artwork, the promotion, as well as a collaboration. They can get you merch, like t-shirts going. And...
Dude, all you need is paint. And a Teespring account. That's all you need. It's not that hard. Hell, commission an artist. It's not that hard, dude.
And yeah, you know, they only take 3% royalties. You could even put...
Here's the thing with this guy. So, let's do the math, right? Because over here we love our racist math. And $300 a month times 12, that's $3,600 a year. For $3,600 a year, he could have had, let's see, he could have had at least 5 paid accounts with several audio sample programs and sites. So that's basically $500, right? Now, when it comes to CDs and mastering CDs and whatnot, you can do that yourself and list them on eBay or Etsy or whatever online shopping store you want to use. Hell, Amazon will do it. So all you need to do is burn CDs, have a label writer. Let's see, a pack of CDs that's like $20. A label writer might put you down $120, so you're on $140. $540 are we at now, right now? So now, if you want to have a cool label on your thing, you can commission an artist. That might cost you $300, between $300 to $500, depending on the artist, of course. Some artists are cheap, some are not. And if you want to have something cool, you might have to pay a thing or two. So that's just the CDs. And when I'm talking about $20 CDs, I'm talking one of those 100 CD spindles. So that's immediately done, 100 CDs. Now, on top of that, you want to have T-shirts? Set up a Teespring account. Again, pay an artist. If you don't like the art that's on the label, you can make different art. You can pay another the same or another artist for shit. Let's say you do two more artist designs. That's a total for the artist designs. You're down $1,500. On top of that, the $540. That's $2,000 and $40. $2,040. You're done. You own everything. You control everything. You don't pay royalties, and all you got to do is put the work in and promote your shit. So what you do is you go to clubs, you go to dance halls, you go to battles, rap battles, the likes and whatnot. Promote your shit and sell your shit there. Shit. That's what you do.
Songs out. You can even have them master your song and do the artwork and promo, and you can still put it out on your own DistroKid if you want, and not take away the 3%. So it's your choice, but I try to at least drop a couple songs with them so I take advantage of the label Sound Republic in Korea that they have.
Again, you're not gonna make it in Korea. You're singing English. You have very niche. His rapping style is good. You might need a songwriter for something like that, or a producer, but those people you can hire. Now he's been doing this for 2 years now. He has 888 subscribers. They're not promoting him at all. Because even if they promoted him, even a half-ass promotion would get him at least. Because you got other people on your label, for instance. He should have had at least 5,000 subscribers by now. He should have been monetized by now. He's not. He has 888 subscribers. He's getting ripped off.
I'm Korean, so that's also an advantage to me. I want my music distributed through them, and that's basically it. So
you want to be distributed in Korea? Very easily done. You take Google Translate, you say translate to Korea, you put your song titles in Korean on YouTube. That way it goes into the Korean algorithm. So when people in Korea look for rap songs, yours are going to be showing up. It's that simple. For crying out loud.
Anybody else have any questions? Feel free to hit me up. That's my opinion on how it's going on my second year, and my numbers are growing. I'm getting more streams.
And I'm just saying, folks, he lost a tooth. With my estimates, he would still have $1,600. For $1,600, he could fix that tooth. Because the pretty ladies want to have a guy with a full smile, not hey, what's that gap over there?
And I'm actually starting to make money off of it. you get your royalty streaming money every 6 months. You have to ask for it in August or December, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I guess they want you to just
Again, if you did have to work yourself, dude, you would have had more subscribers. You would have been monetized. You would have been paid every month. How about that?
not bother them constantly, and just get a bigger chunk of money twice a year. So that's it. Feel free to hit me up. Please subscribe and follow me on all my social media, Spotify, Apple Music, everything. I'll include links in the video.
Because this is the thing, folks. Apple Music, Spotify. For Apple, you might have to pay a monthly service for that, because it's Apple. But Spotify, you can just dump your shit on there. It's like YouTube. Let's see, what else is he targeted by? Oh no.
Yo.
Huge targeted individual rally, October 28th, 22nd in Washington, D.C. They're targeted individual rallies now?
What's going on? Scotty Eaton here, aka Scott Free, and I just want to make this quick video for all my fellow targeted individuals, letting everyone know about the big 5-night 4-day rally coming up next month, October 18th, that Friday, in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We will be starting Friday around 6, like a welcome rally and protest, and starting again all day Saturday.
So you're being targeted, right? By half of these targeted individuals are targeted by the government and all that bullshit. You're going to the lines then, Washington, D.C., to protest being targeted by the government, so you get on a list. So you're being targeted for realsies. How is this a fake?
From what I see on the email that a few people in my area are, responding to, that on Sunday and Monday, possibly even Tuesday, we'll be trying to speak with congressmen, high-ranked politicians, lawmakers, the ones that really need to hear about this. So I encourage anyone that's a TI to definitely get out there, even if you can't go all 4 or 5 days. Try to go, just for 1 or 2 days if you can. We just had our 2nd annual National TI Day on August 29th. I attended.
Can we get JJ to a TI Day? Can we sponsor him a trip to DC?
Attended the New York City rally, and at Union Square. It was a great turnout. A lot of people I met, and some of those people I believe might even come to the Washington D.C. rally. So if you're able to go, I definitely recommend coming. I can't think of a bigger day, to get everyone's attention and expose what's going on even more. Show some activism, fight for our human rights, and get the word out. Seeing all the videos and photos from National TI Day from all the major cities that had it, it's definitely encouraging to see that we seem to be gaining a lot of momentum. And recently on one of Ella Free's podcasts, and last week, a judge also ruled that it was unlawful for any type of watch list to be made. So not only are we gaining
well, good news. You can now be a domestic terrorist, so you're going to be on a watch list, buddy.
Exposure online, in the streets, with billboards on highways and major cities, but we're also getting somewhere in the courts, which is the most important thing. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, hit me up anytime. My email is scottfree973.
Yeah, we're not doing your email, but
I've noticed I've been gaining a lot more subscribers and a lot more views since I started making more videos and not just dropping my music. So whether you listen to my music, watch my videos, or both, I thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. And like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to email me or leave a comment if you have any questions, if you're interested in going or.
So yeah, folks. So this is our Korean Eminem style rapper targeted individual. What do you guys think of him? He goes to rallies to expose the targeted individuals. That way he gets on the list. No, we're doing you later. Oh crap! Where's? Oh, there she is. So this is Sherry Doramas. She's a TI too. And here's the thing. She's a bit weird because she has the crazy eye in her face, and she has a lot of social security frauds going, and she's been moving from state to state. So I don't know exactly what's going on with her, but let's have a look.
Hi, my name is Sheree Doremus. I'm a targeted individual out of Reno, Nevada. I just have to get this off my chest because ever since I did the affidavit, my harassment, my stalking has increased a little bit. It just tells me I'm on the right path. But I went to McDonald's today. I was listening to music so I could shut these people out because I'm singled out every single day, harassed almost on a daily basis. It's really ridiculous. But anyway, I was at McDonald's and I was listening to music, and immediately I see a perp, and I shut my arm out like this, you know, don't invade my personal space, leave me alone.
Oh great, she's having issues with her personal space invaders. Meanwhile, her jaws were receding into the back of her skull. Don't know what kind of drug she's on, but I'd like to say Molly, because she grinded down her jaw. But I could be wrong.
You're not welcome in my boundary. This ain't kindergarten again. You don't need to learn this. You learned it in kindergarten about personal space, you know? But anyway, my boyfriend comes and we walk back to, you know, after McDonald's, we walk back and he's sitting there foaming out the mouth saying I was a disrespectful little bitch, and started to pick a fight with Michael, because Michael's also a TI, like myself. And he
Oh great, they're in a codependent relationship, folks.
started like foaming really bad out of the mouth and saying that he was going to kick our ass, you know, that type of thing. You know what perps do. They threaten you on a daily basis, but they're all talk, no bite. So I go and sit down at the bus station, you know, to calm down from that skift I had with that guy. And automatically another perp comes up and singles me out, a female perp. And I automatically put my hand up and said, get away from me. You're not welcome in my space. And this bitch sits 2 seats down from me and says, this is a public spot.
How dare she, by sitting 2 seats down from her? How big is her private space? I mean, this is a big lady, but she's not built like a house.
I could sit anywhere. And I looked at her, I was like, yeah, that might be, but stalking somebody is highly illegal. I ain't stalking you. When you're invading someone's space, when they're telling you that you're invading their space and you're not walking off and you decided to do more.
Lady, it's a public space. I can sit wherever the fuck I want. It's not stalking. Get over it.
Harassment? That's illegal.
No, it's not.
I just had to get that out there.
I could sit right next to you, lady. You don't own the bus station. The government does. But that's why you're there, right? Because you're dependent on the government.
So, yeah, today's been a really bad morning, but I just wanted to put what I went through today. I'm calm and collective now, but I just wanted to share that. Thanks.
Gotta love these people. So let's see when she's last calm and collective. Because he has some wonderful stories. Because he went from Reno to Colorado. And, well, this is the reason why she... I believe this is the reason.
Hi, my name is Cherie Doremus. I'm a targeted individual, and I'm going to explain to you what Social Security did a little bit more details, because, you know, that I'm going to explain to you that check they sent me was a fraudulent. First things first, on February.
Oh crap! No, we're not gonna. No, we're not gonna do that, because probably your social security number's on there, dumbass. Goddamn, some people are retards. Oh great! Now let's see. She was in Reno. Oh, here she's on the bus station to the wonderful state of Colorado. And here she's
Still being gain stalked with the coronavirus outbreak. They stick out more, like sore thumbs. They're just watching us. Of course, we're babysat everywhere we go, so it's pretty obvious. Since the coronavirus outbreak, it's more obvious than usual. Because everything's closed, and we're sitting here by ourselves, and we have a little guest that thinks he has to watch us.
Ma'am, the guy could have been parked all across the other side of the state. If you were able to spot him, you would call it stalking. That's not stalking. I don't even think people are in that car. They just parked it.
I feel like there's no reason that someone would just park there and just chill by themselves in front of that building on a Sunday.
Now he's acting like he has to get something, huh?
Right. Can you zoom in on the license plate?
No. But it's a white car. Just parked there watching us.
A while back, Marina and I had and Daryl had a discussion about if you're parked somewhere, people wouldn't disturb you, wouldn't call the cops on you. Marine, you're the people that will call the cops on you if you park somewhere. Oh, you gotta love these people.
I think he knows that I'm recording because he's looking right at us now.
Yes,
because he knows.
You keep staring at him.
No one. It's not busy. This is a mall that's closed down. Just so even with the coronavirus outbreak, we still got perps out here.
Hold on, the old man is now a perp too?
Gain stalking us. Let's say March 22nd on a Sunday. 2020.
Vacuuming my carpets.
Have to be babysat everywhere we go. No privacy as a targeted individual.
Well, here's the trick, lady. How about you get a home that we can close the door, and voila, there's your privacy. But because you're out on the streets, you got no privacy. Big surprise.
None. Our life is invaded. Every aspect.
Yeah, he's like hiding me.
But yeah, this is Cherry Dormus. He's gonna be fun, because she gets more and more problematic as time goes by. because she has a lot of social security issues. And we're not gonna play that one because I don't trust that one.
What, tomorrow at your office? Oh, today at 12?
And hey, folks, your taxpayer
Yeah, I can do that. So it'll be three pieces of paper to sign, and this is how I'm going to get my money? No, they're going to help you.
Wait, hold on. This is the boyfriend, and she has him on the line on an Obama phone.
I need what? I can't barely hear you.
He's eavesdropping on her conversation with the Social Security.
Oh, they're going to have me sign some release form?
Sadly, it's not going to be very clear. Maybe, let's see, maybe she'll tell better in this one.
Okay, today is April 20th, 2020, and I made some recordings of me talking to Idaho Child Support on the 8th of April, 2020.
Lady, you're homeless. What child support? Is this a Letitia situation?
And then also with Social Security today, that she's lying about me owing over 10 grand in child support. And she's saying the reason I don't have my money now for 2 months is because Idaho Child Support took all of garnish it because I owe 10 grand.
Oh, well, hey, this is a fun scenario, folks. How come the woman doesn't have the child? And how come the woman needs to pay child support to the man? Just saying, folks. Fun people.
Which is a total bullshit lie, because this recording will tell you I only owe $4,644 and some cents. But I'm gonna play it.
So you owe money. What's the point? You still owe a crap ton of money that they're gonna take out of your Social Security because you didn't pay.
This is Idaho Child Support telling me how much I owe, and
Also, fun little scenario with all these hobos. Why do they have not one Obama phone? They got like 2 free Obama phones. Again, folks, this is your taxpayer money at work.
on April 8th, 2020.
She owes $10,480 and some cents. At least that's what I gathered from it. And she was supposed to pay for it, but she didn't have the paperwork. That sounds like a lot of excuses, lady. Also, is the Social Security office stationed inside a train or something? You'd think those places are a little bit quieter.
See, she said it suspended my account.
the gist of it. So she's bitching about where's my money, and they're like, yeah, we're garnishing it. Let's see, part 1, why I'm being targeted. Let's look at this one.
Hi, you guys. This is Sheree Dramus, a targeted individual being targeted in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the moment.
So, now she's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, folks. She keeps moving around, and there are reasons for it, and I'm kind of curious what those reasons are.
Also where I reside. I'm getting a lot of questions, about my targeting and what has to do with my children and this and that. I want to bring things from the top to when I was married, before I was a TI, to how I met this person who ultimately targeted me. Okay, I was married for about 9 years to a guy named Darren Miller, and he is a part of my targeting also. In October.
Yes, lady, he's targeting you, all right. He's targeting you for child support. That's not targeting. That's not harassment. That's you owe money.
Of 2009, when I think it was the 12th. It was it was a day after our anniversary because we got married October 11th, 2002. So it was a day after. I ended up leaving him for good. I was planning on leaving him. He knew that because he kept cheating on me with a variety of other married women. So I had that going, and he knew I was planning on leaving him. I wasn't planning on staying with him.
Yeah, here's the thing though. I don't think he was the cheating one. Because that would have come up in it would have come in court, lady, and then he would not have had the parental rights. You did something because apparently your kids are with your ex-husband, and not with you.
But because he knew that, he threw a fit one night, took his knee and put it in the middle of my back, while I took 6 to 7 blows to the head and neck. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. The only thing that saved me is my friend, which I'm not going to say her name because I'm going to keep her private. But she called in the middle of that, and so I was able to tell her, call the cops, call the cops. And of course, Darren was really scared because he had beat the shit out of me. So he went to his dad's to prevent my friend from calling the cops. As he did that, I got just enough service on my cell phone because he disabled the phone, the house phone, because we lived in the middle of nowhere, and he disabled that, so I couldn't call from there. So I had just enough service on my cell phone to call the cops. And by the time he came back from his dad's to come back, the cops came, and the guns were drawn on him, and he went to jail for domestic battery. That was the last day.
How did he get the kids there?
Well, because we had kids together, the judge ordered that Darren would get every other weekend. I tried to fight against that, but that's what happened. So when my kids went with their dad, I let my oldest daughter go with him, knowing it wasn't his kid, but he had been raising her since she was 6 months old, because I didn't want my boy separated from my daughter. Okay, so they would go there. I was all alone. I had nobody. I didn't know what was going on without my kids. I was married for a long time, 9 years, and this was all new to me. So what does stupid dumbass Sheree do? She goes to the bar. Was I even a drinker? No, I was drinking Coke at the bar, but just because I was so lonely and needed to be around people, that's what I decided to do. And so when I get into the bar, I meet a guy named Jeremy Hauser, Nevaeh's dad, my daughter's dad. And this is what ties in to why I'm a TI. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I meet Nevaeh's dad at a bar.
So what I'm gathering is you're the floozy that keeps on jumping from one dad to another dad. Neat.
And he happened to be dealing with the CPS lady who later targeted me. So he was dealing with her because he had 2 kids in foster care at the time. Excuse me, 2 kids in foster care at the time. And so he was dealing with her, and I met him, and I wouldn't meet the CPS worker until I think 4 months after we were together, when she came to the house. That was the first time I would ever lay eyes on the person who ever targeted me. But anyway, she came later down the road. But
so CPS called. They wanted to do a house check. You said no. CPS called again. You said no. And 4 months down the line, CPS came around to do a house check, and they were not pleased. That's what I'm gathering.
Anyway, so that's what happened. I was vulnerable. I was weak, and I got played. Jeremy Hauser is a player, and he's also a perp. So, my exes are perps. Later down the road, could I imagine that he would sell his own daughter for, his freedom? No, I can never imagine that. But anyway, that's going to be later down the road story. But anyway.
Wait, what? How does it work? Sell your own daughter for your freedom? What?
So we get together. I got together with him maybe a couple months after me and my ex-husband separated, and I ended up pregnant right away with Nevaeh. And I found out she was a girl in about April, and that was the same time I met Kayla Ellis. I met her.
So, you've had kids, you've been married for 9 years, you still don't understand how protection works. You're a retard lady.
And I guess she was jealous and didn't like me from the get, because she wanted Jeremy's kids too. She wanted to make money adopting at least Maria out, his daughter. Her son was considered a throwaway project, but since he was never adopted, he just went from foster home to foster home. But Maria was the prize. So during this time, I seen Jeremy trying to get his kids back. I see him trying to jump through hoops with this woman who later targeted me. I see him, and every time he would jump through a hoop, she would add another hoop. It was like he wasn't getting nowhere. He wasn't getting nowhere with her. It was, and he just finally gave up because he didn't see no point into doing any of it, because he would jump through these hoops and she just kept adding another hoop, and it wasn't getting nowhere, because she wanted Maria, his daughter, his oldest daughter. So, but anyway, it came to a time when I met her, and I made an Easter basket while Maria was in foster care. The plan was Jolene Foster, which is another one of my perps, and Jeremy's mother of his first 2 children.
What I'm gathering is this lady only seems to be finding perps. but it's all their fault. It's not her fault for, hey, you're a perp, let's hook up, let's make a baby.
The mother of his first 2 kids in foster care, and she was supposed to do Cody's Easter basket, and I would do Maria's because I had 2 boys and a girl. So I figured if I could give Maria the extra stuff that I had for Nakomi because it's easier that way, 2. So I did my 2 boys, and then I did my daughter, and then I did his daughter. I didn't know that decision would ultimately cost my life.
Cost your life? Lady, you're still alive. You didn't die.
I didn't know that if I would go back, I would have never did anything like help try to get his kids back. I would have never, if I could take it back, I probably would have never did any of that if it meant it would cost my life and my children's lives. But that's the decision that I did because I love children, and it cost me. It cost me my life today. I don't have my children today. I'm targeted.
Lady, you're living in Section 8 housing, I believe, on welfare. You're not a picture of Mom of the Year, Maybe get a job, get yourself back on your feet, then hire a lawyer and get your kids back. But that's the whole problem. You don't, and that's why you're not getting any. How many years in? How many? How many payments in? What do you call it? Behind are you on child support now?
And people ask me all the time, you can get your kids back. You got to do this and this and this and this. I'm targeted, you guys. Do you know what that means? That means I don't know a lawyer who's not involved yet.
There's not a single lawyer in the world that's going to help you out if you don't have a job, lady. You need to have a steady job, a safe place for your kids. Then you get a lawyer. But you don't want to take the steps. You're going to go, I'm being targeted. Please help me. That's not going to work.
I don't know who's sincere and who's real. No one's going to fight for me. I'm targeted.
They'll fight for you if you pay money. And that's kind of your problem, isn't it?
Labeled as a terrorist threat for making the Easter basket. Maybe there was a chocolate bomb in there. Ooh, it's asinine. But I get these questions all the time that I don't understand. And that if you're targeted, you surely would understand. There is no help for us right now. None. Yeah, it's being exposed, but as of right now, I make these videos so my daughter knows the truth. I make these videos so other people know the truth, but we're targeted.
I can't wait for Latini to go down this road.
We don't have the resources, the help that's needed for a TI. And
that's because every single TI doesn't work. You gotta work to make money. And you can hire help.
I don't know how to fight for my daughter back. Have I reported the CPS worker? I sure have. Have I reported other people? I sure have. But I'm still targeted. It hasn't stopped. It's decreased, but it hasn't stopped. But anyway, so that's what happened. I made an Easter basket, and this happened in April 2010 around Easter time. I just found out I was having a girl. And Nevaeh was born in September of that year. 2 years after that, Kayla Ellis set her eyes on me. And this is what she did. She hired a boy 2 doors down for me to, once I gave my daughter a bath, to come in and take my daughter and staged it as a setup that my daughter escaped. Okay, a 2-year-old doesn't grab their towel and close the door behind them when they escape.
So your kid wandered off, and a good Samaritan went, "What's this kid doing here?" And he called the authorities. And then you got CPS on your back. But this is all a targeted operation, folks.
They're not there. They're not there. And this is what happened. And I knew she was kidnapped. I even told the cops my daughter was kidnapped. No one closes the door behind them when they're 2 years old. That's not what they do. I've had my other kids, when they escaped, they left the door wide open.
See, we found a problem, folks. We don't have an attentive parent. Because apparently her other kids also escape. Lady, why do your kids escape? What do you do to your kids?
This door was shut. I had to open it to go find my daughter naked because I just given her a bath, and I was going to get her clothes upstairs. Come downstairs, she's gone. And she's wrapped in her towel still, but this boy's a teenager kidnapping a fucking naked baby. And then I get harassed, call me a bad mother, this and that, when he came in my house and took my daughter. And then I asked the cops I wanted to report kidnapping charges. He talked me out of it. And that's the worst mistake I made.
He didn't talk you out of it. He simply said you could press charges, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Guess you got any proof? No. Then it's not happening. And since you're the parent, and as a parent, just like, let's go to the simple fact, you're a dog owner. If you don't know where your dog is, and your dog gets out of the house and goes into the street and bites a kid, you can go, the kid beat my dog. The kid could have beaten the dog. Doesn't change the fact that the dog was out in the streets. So guess who's to blame? The person that let out the dog into the streets. Same thing with your kid. You're to blame because you let your kid out of your sight. And instead of making sure that never happens again, apparently it happened several times because your other kids wandered off as well.
That he talked me out of it. Because if he didn't talk me out of it, I probably would have never been targeted. And I would have never went through more sit-ups and more bullshit. Because he talked me out of it the next day.
So other things happened after that. See, this is the one where CPS got attention on you. You drew CPS's attention. And then other shit happened. And then CPS went, yeah, no, this is not happening.
CPS came into my life and asked me
I'm not saying CPS is
to take a drug test, which, by the way, I passed. My drug use is later down the road when she hires somebody eventually to get me to do it.
So now we know why your kids are wandering off. Guess you're on drugs.
But no, this is actually how it happened. This is actually how it started. So she does that and comes to my house the next day and asks me how I'm going to prevent my daughter from getting outside. And I'm thinking, why the fuck was she there?
Because your daughter wandered off alone into the streets. That's why she was there.
Why was CPS even called?
Because your daughter was wandering out in the streets alone. It's not that hard, lady. It's not rocket science.
Even if she did escape, which I know she didn't, but kids do. She wasn't harmed. You take your kid. I mean, this is a small town of 2,500 people.
I know Americans always think, oh, this is a small town. If you come over here in Europe, you know what we call a small town? A buddy of mine is literally the mayor of a town with a total residency of I think like 8 people. Because it's a town made out of 3 houses. I'm not kidding you. That's a town in the Netherlands. 3 houses. That's a small town. What we call over here a small town, hell, even some of the towns I grew up in, we called it a town of 2,000 people. We called that a village. And then you lived in a city of 500 people, because they had city rights. That's the only reason why you called it a city. It was a small freaking town. 2,500 people isn't a small town. That's pretty much basically it's a town, basically. It's not a small town. Small town is 500 people, and you know pretty much everyone's first and last name. 2,500 people, you don't know everyone's first and last name. You'll be lucky if you know maybe 50 people in that town.
Small town. You take the child and you bring him back to its mother. You don't need to call.
Again, in a town of 2,500 people, people don't know where you're at. They don't know whose kid this is. This kid, it's a 2-year-old kid, so it didn't go to preschool, didn't go to daycare. It's not known to people. So everyone goes, hey, that's a 2-year-old kid. Where's the mom? The mom ain't here. Well, let's call the cops. Then the cops come around, and the cops go, well, let's call CPS then. Because 2-year-olds shouldn't be wandering around town.
Fucking CPS. She wasn't out on the road because she was kidnapped. Because the neighbor came in and took her. We ain't stupid around these parts.
You sure about that?
But anyway, that's what happened. That's the first part. I'll get more into detail about the second part. Oh, I wanted to mention, oh, yes, I did want to mention this because I don't want to make too long of a videos, you guys. And it looks like it's at 14 minutes. Okay. When CPS came into my life, I lived in St. Mary's, Idaho. I tried to escape her whim to get, because I already knew how she was. I'd seen Jeremy jumping through these hoops and her adding more hoops, so I wanted to get away from her. So I moved all the way to a different county.
And that's where CPS went, oh, they're running away now. You dumb fuck. You probably didn't even run away, you just moved and didn't notify CPS. That's why CPS came on knocking on your door again, going, hey, what the hell was going on? Fun times.
I moved to Mullen, Idaho, which is Shoshone County. And before I was living in St. Mary's, Idaho, in Benoit County. So I will move to Shoshone County. And guess what happens?
CPS found you. It's not that hard. if you move to another state, they might have a harder time, lady. But if you literally go to the county next door, it's not that hard to find you.
She follows me into that county. Don't tell me this bitch didn't target me.
You painted a target on your own back, lady. You can't blame CPS for that. CPS is a shitty organization as it is. But when you do weird shit, you're calling the wrath of God on yourself.
And that's not the only county she follows me into.
Because you keep running away. And as we're getting established on your little wonderful YouTube page, you keep running away. And then you get welfare check fraud and all that sort of fun stuff.
But this time, she really did me in. She in May of 2013, she takes all 4 of my kids because my daughter, nothing has to do with drugs at this point. It's all set-ups, all set-ups. she takes my, I have to take my oldest daughter into the hospital, so I leave. This probably wasn't the best choice.
Why did your oldest daughter need to go to the hospital? What happened?
Our decision I made, that I left my 2.5-year-old daughter at the time with her brother that was 11.
Oh, there you go. Why couldn't those two go with you to the hospital? See, that's the problem, lady. An 11-year-old can't take care of a 2.5-year-old. That's not how it works. So when CPS shows up and goes, hey, there's an 11-year-old here watching a 2.5-year-old. God damn it. These are all setups, folks. These are all setups. It's not her fault.
He was very mature for his age. In the state of Idaho, there is no age restriction on sibling. So I didn't do anything against the law. It was probably just like a poor decision. But anyway, I take my oldest daughter to the emergency room because my youngest daughter took a cinder block and kind of hit my daughter's foot. And my
Parent of the year here, folks. Parent of the year.
daughter was complaining about it. So I took her to the emergency room and I get back, there's cops. They said my daughter had escaped again. Huh.
No, here's the thing. So you show up at the hospital and they go, your daughter's broke her foot. Please explain. And you go, well, my youngest daughter dropped a cinder block on her. And they go, how old is your daughter? Now, I think your youngest daughter is below 11. I could be wrong. You're not lifting a cinder block, lady. So, guess what the hospital did? They called the cops. The cops showed up at your house. And they went, well, there's an 11-year-old over here playing video games. The door is open, and the 2-year-old is again outside. It's not that hard, lady.
I don't believe that one either. I wasn't there to feel in my heart if it was a kidnapped or not, but I could tell you right now, the first one was, and this one I'm pretty sure was another setup to take my kids away. Because the next day CPS came in and took all 4 of my kids away from me.
Because one had a broken foot, which was with a confusing story probably, so that was a red flag. And when the cops showed up, no one was at home, kids were neglected, so CPS shows up. Good job, lady.
And then 3 days later, I had a jigaboo courtroom with my ex-husband being there, and they all made it look like they were against each other, but he happens to get the boys out of foster care. The girls have to stay because they're not related to him.
Yeah, because he can't claim kids he doesn't own. That's the thing. Unless he adopts the kids, he has no claim on that lady. So he can only claim his own kids. That's how that works.
So I have to tell you about part 2 about how I fought for the girls back and stuff, but I just want to keep that in mind. My drug use didn't happen until my girls were taken away. I mean, all 4 of my kids were taken away. I went to court. It was a jigaboo court. Kayla Ellis was there, and she looked.
Lady, don't besmirch the name of Jigaboo Jones. It's not a jigaboo court. It's called a kangaroo court. Know the phrase.
At me, and I was a ball of mess. You just took all 4 of my babies away, and I was a ball of mess. And she looked at me and she said, "Don't you think you're being a little too emotional about this, Cherie?" Those were her words. And so if anyone can sit there and tell me this person didn't targeted me, they're wrong, because she did. She hated me. She was jealous over me. She made.
By the way, folks, in case you haven't noticed, this is a 40-plus-year-old woman with an upper lip piercing. She has a stud over there. So she's classy.
Remarks towards me, and this was one of them. Also, another remark she told me my oldest daughter was retarded, which my oldest daughter is not retarded, and my oldest daughter is convinced that she has retardation.
She might not be retarded, but if she didn't, let's just say, if she wasn't educated properly, and so she's 3 or 4 years behind, she gets the label of retardation, lady. That's how that works. So again, Mother of the Year award goes to not this lady.
She has a speech impediment. She's not retarded. Because she can't pronounce words doesn't mean she's retarded.
Lady, you can't pronounce half the words you're uttering, so there you go. Look in the mirror. If you want to blame someone, look in the mirror.
So she has my oldest daughter convinced that she's retarded because of this bullshit. But anyway, I just want to keep it this short for right now, and I will come back later on to discuss part 2 of how I fought for the girls back, and I won. Maybe that was a setup to win, to see if she knew I would fight for my kids back or not. And this is my targeting is Cobra at this time, so I have no clue what's.
Wait, Cobra is lady, this isn't a G.I. Joe cartoon. Cobra isn't targeting you.
Going on behind the scenes. It's so covert, but it does go over, and we'll discuss more.
Oh God, she pronounces covert as Cobra, and her oldest daughter doesn't know how to pronounce words. Lady, you're the reason why they think your daughter is retarded. Because you're retarded.
About that, and that doesn't happen until 2016 when it went completely over, when I lost my mind. But right now it's just covert, these little harassments, these little snirks. Things do end up missing in my place of living, but I knew who it was, and I was like, oh, he's just a loser, because he stole my boys' PS4. I had no idea I was being targeted then, because it was so covert. But anyway, I'm gonna go.
I'm not saying poor people shouldn't have luxuries, but why do poor people always have the stupidest and most retarded luxuries? Because we're talking about, they had a PS4. That's a lot of money, lady. Where do you get the money from? Was it the taxpayers' dollars?
Relax now, and we'll do part 2 tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, thankfully we have part 2, so. Kind of loud. Where's part 2? Come on, YouTube. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Hi, you guys. This is Sheree Dreamus, a targeted individual.
How old is that thing you're wearing on your head, lady? The plastic on it is whiting out. That's how far the color is fading. Jeez.
Being targeted in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the moment. And this is part 2. I know I left off when Kayla Ellis had taken all 4 of my kids, and I had a jigaboo courtroom where Darren was able to get the kids out of foster care, and the girls had to stay. And at the time, it didn't register in my mind that they were working together. But it would later register in my mind that they were working together. And this happened to be May of 2013 when this happened. This is when I start using drugs, when all 4 of my kids are taken away. This is when she hired a guy named Eli Miller to come in my house and get me to use a needle. This is when the drug use of mine starts.
Hold on. Here's the thing. How did he get into your house? Did you leave the door open again? Are people just wandering into your house now? Didn't you learn from your 2-year-old running off twice to close your freaking doors? That way you can keep the creepy drug dealing people out of your house. Also, did he tie you down and put the needle in your arm? How did this work?
And I wasn't on it for very long, just enough to, get me in trouble, I guess. But I wasn't on it for very long. I was able to fight for my girls back. But anyway, they got me on drugs. So that's what happened. I was on drugs for a short time.
Lady, you're over 40.
I went to a mental institution, actually, to try.
So let's recap. So basically, here's the thing, folks. Everyone keeps saying weed is the gateway drug. She was on softer drugs because you don't jump on the needle straight out of the gate. Because let's face it, most people don't like needles. So she was probably on prescription drugs. Because, like it or not, that's the gateway to needles. Because you can go from ecstasy and speed. You might end up snorting heroin and then get to a needle. But when you're on prescription drugs and you can't get your prescription drugs, that needle suddenly is very enticing. So my bet is going to be she abused prescription drugs a lot.
Try to get me off of them. And so that's what I did is I went to there and I got off the drugs and I went to the state hospital and all that because I was losing my mind from losing my kids. But anyway, that happened. I went in there, I want to say June or July of 2013. When I got out, it was about August when I got out. Then in August, when I got out, I went full force in fighting for my girls back. And my ex-husband wasn't letting me see the boys, but I was able to see.
Well, of course he wasn't letting you see the boys because you weren't paying child support. And as we've established, you're still behind child support. So, there's that.
The girls through foster care. I got them back in 8 months. I jumped through all the hoops. I did whatever they asked me to do. I did.
Lady, you didn't get them back in 8 months. You lost them for well over 3 fucking years. Guess I took them away in 2013, as you said, and then you went off the deep end in 2016. Got your section 150, went to a mental institute, got clean, and then you got your kids back. Probably almost 4 years those kids have been in foster care. Again, folks, Mom of the Year material here.
I had no idea that she had bigger plans, besides this, but she wanted to see what I would do. And of course I fought for my kids back. And I mean, that's what I did. So, June of 2014 is when I got my kids back. So they were in foster care for 13 months. So June.
No. Hold on, lady. You're telling me you lost your kids in 2014 and got them back while being on drugs? And then you went to a mental institute? That's worse. Just saying, that's worse.
And I got a place of living. I got low-income housing through HUD on December.
Again, folks, this is the wonderful thing about these welfare programs. They're awesome. However, when people like her abuse the system, they tend to clog the entire system up. Especially with her being, oh, I'm a targeted individual. I'm gonna call every single agency and clog up the system with my frivolous complaints. Own up on your mistakes and get on with your life. That's all you gotta do. Don't blame. Oh, I'm being targeted. No, you're not.
14th, 2013. So I got my place of living, and then the girls got, they got their own room when they moved back in with me. But on the other hand, I was suffering inside because my ex-husband, Darren Miller, was keeping my other two children from me, my boys.
Because you weren't paying child support, you were still considered an unfit mom. All the wonderful agencies got banded together, got yourself a nice, cushy little house for your kids, because that's the worst thing that there is, folks. If you have an issue with Adrastia, Mary is a piece of shit, no doubt about it. But if Mary had a kid, it would have been way worse. Because the minute you have kids, you can blackmail the system. Because you have a kid, they have to help you. Even though you're a piece of shit, they have to help you because you got a kid. And CPS will intervene in certain egregious things like her shooting up heroin or simply letting the kids wander off in the streets. But if you're not that kind of piece of shit, you can bleed the system dry because you got a kid. The neglectful parents that abuse the system for their own gain, they're far worse than Mary ever is.
At this time, I'm staying clean. I'm doing good. I'm doing all the hoops that I need to do. I'm going to all the.
Yes, you're doing all the hoops you need to do, which is 3 things. This is the thing, folks. She goes, oh, I gotta go for all these hoops. You know what you need to do? There are 3 things. Mandatory drug testing, get a job, take care of the kids. That's it. If that's one hoop too far for you, lady, you're an unfit parent.
These classes that she suggests, which were rigged and perp. I had a perp counselor. I had a good counselor at first, and they're like, do you want to see a woman? Having no idea she was a perp at first. So they gave me a suggestion to see this other person that was a perp. And here I am pouring my soul out to a freaking perp. You know, this is how they were trying to gather more data for me. But anyway, I fought for the girls back. Everything was going great. I was on a downslide because Darren wouldn't let me see the boys. And I let him have the girls whenever he wanted, because I wasn't about that parent that kept their kids away from the other parent. And he raised my oldest daughter since she was a baby. And of course, my youngest daughter just wanted to go because she wanted to see her brothers and sister. And so he was keeping them from me, and
hey, he wasn't keeping them from you. all you have to do is go through the program, nod and say yes and agree and do your little send in your little stool and piss and stool samples to prove you're not on drugs, and have a job. And once that little program is done, guess what? You can then go to court and demand visitation rights. But until then, you can't demand visitation, and he ain't giving it to you because you're an unfit parent. You've proven that yourself. But hey, you're being targeted.
On Christmas Day of 2015, I relapsed. I still have the kids in my care. This is all planned, all set up to get me to relapse. Remind you, because he was supposed to bring those kids on Christmas Day. I had a Christmas meal, I had a Christmas everything going on for them, and he kept all 4 of my kids for me, and they wouldn't do nothing about it. So
I don't think that's how the story went, lady. Because this is why the person you poured your heart out to went, wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Because you say one thing and then you tell the story a bit further, and then we get the answer to the previous story. She's not a good liar, she's not a good storyteller, but at least she's honest. Well, she's dishonest at first and then she's honest.
On Christmas Day 2015, I relapsed. And I don't know I'm a TI yet. I don't know when it's going to go over yet. It's going to go over in a few months from that time on. I ended up not finishing off my community service. So the next day when
see, there you have it, folks. So she puts the blame on the guy, but she just didn't go to the community service thing she went, because she probably had a court mandated probation work detail going around, where you had to work so many hours. Because she probably got arrested, all that fun stuff, and she failed to show up. So the next day they show up.
And he finally let me have the boys and the girls and stuff. The next day I went to jail. So I only got to spend a few hours with them. So this is all planned.
Yes, this is all planned, because here's the thing. You probably simped for the guy by going, hey, can I have the boys over? I'll send the girls over for Christmas, but can I have the boys over for New Year's? And he went, oh, well, that's fine. And then you didn't go to your community service thing. So you fucked up. No one's targeting you. You fucked up.
Because I didn't do my community service, and this guy goes, let's go out. And I didn't want to go out. I wanted to stay with my kids. And he's like, why don't you, he's talking.
What kids? You didn't have kids. Oh my God, no. Good. You left your kids alone, didn't you? Again, her ex-husband was the cheating bastard. But she keeps wandering off with guys.
Talked me into it. So he talked me into going out, which was the worst mistake, because I had a warrant out for my arrest. I don't know why they didn't come to my house.
Because here's the thing. When there's a warrant, cops don't immediately go after you because you're not a flight risk. They'll just do it later the week. So here's the fun bit. I'm starting to. This is the fun bit, folks. Like I said, she keeps explaining a story, and then she gives the answer afterwards. So what she did was she sent the kids over to her husband during Christmas, and then she got mopey about, well, I'm alone at Christmas, and then the guy showed up and went, hey, let's go out. She went out, so she didn't do her community service thing. The next day, the husband brings the kids around. She goes out again. But now they're wondering, why didn't you show up at your community service thing? So cops show up, and she's not at home, and they find the kids alone. Great. Again, Mom of the Year award goes not to you, lady.
why they did it this way. I mean, it wasn't like I was hiding. But anyway, I had a warrant because I didn't do no community service. And so I went and spent 5 days in jail. That's the longest time I've ever spent in jail is 5 days. But anyway.
Yes, because the previous time they didn't send you to jail, they sent you to the nut hut, to rehab, to kick whatever drugs you're on. And apparently needles were involved, so I'm gonna say heroin.
In 2016, after having the girls for 2.5 years, my targeting goes overt. It goes nuts. I lose my girls during this time because I couldn't even focus on taking care of them if I wanted to, because it was so crazy. It was like cars running and trying to hit me. They were.
Lady, don't walk in the freeway. Don't go in the freeway walking in the streets. Because that's not good. Because then cars might hit you.
Breaking into my house. I have pictures of them vandalizing my house. I have pictures of them running into my house.
Who's them, lady? Who's them? Is that another boyfriend?
I have, like, the actual pictures of this. I have some pictures of the holograms that they were taking. It just went insane. I didn't have no idea what it was. And I was sitting there fighting for fighting for my life. I just remember fighting for my life, and that's how it was. Now, what was I gonna say? Now I ended up getting pregnant by a perp at this time. They caused me to have a really bad
Lady, how many kids do you need? See, this is the thing, folks. These are the things she's not telling. She says, oh, people are breaking into my house, they're vandalizing my house. Meanwhile, she has another boyfriend who's another deadbeat who knocked her up again. And I don't need to ask Smash or Pass. I know, I understand the answer. This lady, how do you keep on getting knocked up by guys? I mean, where do you find these guys? Because you're not a catch. Well, if someone would catch you, they would throw you back in the sea, you old fish hack.
Carriage where I lost a lot of blood during this time. I lost 3 pints of blood, and they stole all my food stamps and all my food out of my house, so I was starving on top of it. And I remember the CPS worker. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. The CPS worker, that was in Bennewong County and Shoshone County, and I moved to Kootenai County, had followed me all the way to Kootenai County to stalk me. Don't tell me this bitch didn't targeted me. She's been after me every time I moved to a different county in Idaho. She followed me in each county. So now I'm in Kootenai County fighting for the girls. And
it's called your caseworker, lady. Of course she follows you around. She's hired by the state.
And I won, but she decides she's going to work in Kootenai County now. And when I would go on outings with me and my children, I would see this bitch there, the CPS worker. She would be at the river, the lake, or at the church, or wherever I was, she was there. I didn't understand why she was there, but she would be there. She had every intention to target me. But anyway, after I had that miscarriage, she comes into my apartment and she goes, Cherie, how come you haven't cleaned up all this blood yet? I could barely even get off the couch. And I'm like, is this bitch really insulting me right now? I can't even get off couch alone to clean up all the blood that they caused from the miscarriage. And so she goes, maybe you should see an ambulance. Okay, well, she calls the ambulance, trying to act like she's the good person now. And the ambulance comes, and they're like, well, your blood pressure's fine.
So this lady has been bleeding out on the couch for how long now? And it's this lady's telling me maybe you should see a doctor about that, because she doesn't even go to the hospital to this lady's a mess.
Which is probably a lie. Now I think about it, it's probably a lie. They were, trying to let me just die there, losing all that blood. They were just want me to have my life ended, and that's how it was. But anyway.
Yes, that's why they called an ambulance. Because you couldn't be bothered to call an ambulance.
So I didn't go to the hospital because if they sent me home, you guys, I was too weak to walk. I couldn't walk home, and they already took all my vehicles from me. I didn't have a vehicle one in my name because of what they've done already. I just wanted to.
How many vehicles did you have? You're on freaking food stamps and. God damn it. This is so fucking aggravating. She is on so many government assistance because she keeps pumping out babies. And she's bitching about, oh, they're targeting me.
Sleep. I had this god-awful headache from losing all that blood. I was so hungry from them stealing my food stamps and all the food out of my house. And I was in a town where they didn't even have food banks. And I mean, they might have, because it's not really a big town. It's just
It's just you couldn't be bothered to look for one, is it?
under like 20,000 people. It's really a small town, and I only moved there to get away from that CPS worker, and she.
This is why I hate this woman. This woman is so fucking aggravating. Guess I don't have the YouTube channel. Let's see.
She's the one that targeted me. But anyway, so I go and I have a friend that's a perp that works at the IRS, and she comes over and I told her, I was like, I need some food. They stole my food stamps, and I didn't know her involvement, but.
Anyone want to bet she sold her food stamps for drugs? Just saying.
This will let me know that she's involved. I asked her if she would take me to the health and welfare office because I can't walk there.
You walk to the IRS building. How can't you walk to? This is what they always do. They'll always find the CPS lady is basically hounding her ass for fucking shit up time and time again. So what she does is, hey, I'm gonna go to the IRS, get a new guy who believes my bullshit story, who will get me more welfare assistance, like food stamps and whatnot. Because this is how these people operate. They keep going, I don't know how it works, I can do anything. So they get another patsy that will go, oh, you don't know? I know how it works, I'll help you out. And because that stupid ass patsy is around, guess what? They'll get shit done. Meanwhile, regular folks who get into this situation don't have these people to help them out, and they get nothing.
She said no, that she had to pick up her son and this and that, and her son didn't get off until like 3 hours later. And I was...
Yes, because people have a job, lady. Have you ever heard of it?
Thinking, what is wrong? Why wasn't she helping me? Why?
Because her kid, her kid probably doesn't have a car. So guess what? She drives her kid to work, and once she's done with work, she picks him up from work. Because that's what moms do. But no, they need to be your mom. That's what they need to be. That's the thing. Fucking petulant child.
Isn't she helping me? And then when she let me use her phone, because I was too traumatized to use my own phone for help, I called the health and welfare office and I said, I gave them my social security number, and they're like, oh, you have to go down in person because we don't have that social security number on file, not knowing that they could redirect calls at the time. And I was like, oh, that's a little strange. So
yeah, that's a little strange, where they go, hey, so you already had your food stamps, so you're gonna have to show up in person, otherwise we don't trust the food stamps showing up at the right address, maybe. You know? That's the thing.
So, and I couldn't walk, so this was on a Monday morning. On
You can't walk. You could go to the IRS, but you can't walk. Or was the IRS did you have the little lady on the phone? So, this is the weirdest go-to, by the way, folks. Who on earth calls the IRS to get food stamps?
Wednesday, I decided, this is 2016, I can't remember, I just remember Monday 2016, and it was in the end of April. On April 29th, that's when it is, April 29th, I decided I was going to walk down there, 2016. I was going to walk to the food stamp place and get them to stop using my food stamps because he has stole them. Well, when I get down there, when I try to walk down there, I collapse on the side of the road. And guess who picks me up? This CPS worker who targeted me.
You're a caseworker. We're supposed to help you. But, why does, the guy who stole your food stamps, was he your baby daddy?
She didn't want me to report that. She decided that I should finally go to the hospital. But, you know, she wasn't really forceful about me going to the hospital 2 days prior.
No, she showed up. Right? So if you're bleeding out, you might want to call an ambulance. And you went, no, it's fine. 2 days later, you're bitching about, I can't walk to the CPS, to the food bank or welfare office because my pussy hurts. So she goes, well, then you need to go to the hospital. Because that's what normal people will think. If you can't walk, well, something is wrong with you, right?
She didn't give a fuck. She wanted me to clean up the blood off my floor.
Yes, because it's fucking 2 days later. You still didn't get off your ass.
But she calls me, but she takes me to the hospital, and she's telling my OBGYN why, you know, I don't think he's involved. But she's telling him that I need to be admitted to the fucking mental hospital over a miscarriage that they caused.
Yes, because they think you've, what's it called, post-surgery syndrome. Because you might have a mental issue. Because, lady, this is what the CPS lady sees. She sees a woman who just had a miscarriage, bleeding out. She goes, hey, you need to go to the hospital. There you go, I'll do that later. She leaves. 2 days later, she comes back. The place is still filled with blood. And you're complaining you can't move. She might go, oh, postnatal depression, that's the one. So she thinks you might have postnatal depression. And it's her obligation to point out that, hey, this lady has been sitting in her own blood for the past 2 days now. Something's wrong with her. Because she didn't clean it up. She didn't do anything else. She just laid there.
And yes, I knew that they caused it, and I told my OBYGN they caused it.
But you don't need to get committed for saying someone else caused my miscarriage. That's not what postnatal stress syndrome, postnatal syndrome does, right?
And so I had to have someone watch me while I was giving a blood transfusion and while I was having surgery because of that bitch saying I was mentally.
By the way, folks, so this welfare bitch that sold her food stamps for probably drugs, then had a miscarriage, is now getting blood transfusions, operations, things normal people have to pay for. But again, she's very ungrateful for it because she's being targeted. This is all part of the whole targeting scheme. It's not about, hey, the social system at work, helping her out at every single point, at every single step on the way. But how dare they meddle in her affairs, right?
Unstable from a miscarriage that they caused. I knew they caused it, and I told the doctor that they caused it. But anyway, so anyway, after that, after surgery, I saw my girls out at McDonald's, and I was just carry up, and I was just fighting for survival.
You just lost a child, and then you see your kids at McDonald's. Guess what? Hello, postnatal syndrome. Guess the CPS lady was right, lady.
Thanks for listening, you guys. This is just part 2. I'm gonna do part 3 a little bit later. It's hard for me to do these videos and explain all what happened, but you know, that miscarriage, when I talk about it, it really destroys me. So I'm gonna end this right now, and I'll do a part 3 later. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, about that part 3 for she never did that. And after that, she went into yammering on about shit. And part 3 is yet to come. But hey, let's talk about the gamer people, right? Guess this is again, folks. This is not a targeted individual. This is just well, he is being targeted, but in a different way by trolls. But so, how do you like this welfare cow?
All right.
For anyone who doesn't watch, is paying attention. So the ceiling, the paint came off. The door, non-existent. There is a dirty ass sheet in place of the door. And this guy is, well, let's just say he has his own. He has anything. I'm surprised these bottles are not orbiting him right now, because he has some gravity to him.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live videos. I did some thinking today. I'm going to try to get some people on here first before I start talking some things. But I have done some thinking today, though. Considering, since I got my income tax and stuff.
Oh, you got your income tax? From what income?
I was like, you know, since I was like, certain things have changed at this point. Especially if I'm going to get a stimulus and everything else. I think it's the best timing is to get me at my own place.
Your own place? Where are you living now?
Considering my situation, especially if I have this amount of money here now. I think renting is out of the option at this point because, well, not totally out, totally not out of the option, but considering my, because I can't find an apartment because I'm not going to make the requirements of 3.5 times the income for rent. So
folks, so he's gonna get a stimmy and he's gonna get his tax return. He can't rent because his income isn't sufficient, folks. What's he gonna do?
So, considering I was looking on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Considering, I saw some places, I saw a trailer for free. Problem is, they can't stay on the property, and the appliances are not included with the trailer. It looks like a nice trailer. He says basically it needs what it's basically.
Dude, it's a free trailer. Of course. Why are people like this? Oh, it's a free trailer. Can I live in it? No. You can take it with you, though. Are there any appliances in it? No, it's free. Oh. I mean, he didn't get this fat by being smart, folks.
It needs a furnace, stove, and refrigerator, stuff like that. So I was like, dang, if I had the money just to move it somewhere, and where the question is, I don't know. It'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool though, but here's the problem now. You can't afford rent. So you can move that trailer someplace, and guess what? You're gonna have to pay rent. Also, how are you gonna fit in that thing? Trailers are not. You're not gonna get a free double wide trailer, and even if you do, the door isn't double wide. Please understand that, dumbass.
But considering how much it'll cost you just to move that trailer and find a place to move it to, that's the question. I mean, it's a good sized modular home. And I found another one, and don't know how real it is or not. It's somewhere out in Parma. Considering my situation, I mean, I want to get I got enough. I should have enough money. If I can find some place, like a trailer or something, I can move in on my own. I am looking for a place. I might as well take, since I have this amount of money with me now, and somebody's not want their money to pay them back, anyways. So.
Wait, what? Hold up. Did you borrow money?
And somebody's not want their money to pay them back, anyways. So
you're bragging about getting your stimulus check, getting your tax returns, and you're not paying your body back. Good job.
I think it's time to make a decision here. At this point, I need to get my own place, and just got to find one within my price range. I don't care if it's a lot. If the lot rent is fine, because lot rent's usually not that expensive. I'll get a trailer if I need to be. The question is, I got to find one, and somebody's got a decent trailer and going for a good price. If I get it before the beginning of next month, it'd be nice. Find a place to buy at the beginning of next month. I think it'd be the best bet, the best time. This is time, especially if I'm gonna get the stimulus, everything. I just got to figure out where is to find a new place to go, is the question.
Yeah, so if you had this planned out a couple months back, for instance, you could have found a few, put money down, something like that, you know. But no, we're gonna move into a new place within a month, without having a lot to rent, without having a trailer to live in, but you got your stimmy. Good job.
I was like thinking about what should I do. There's things I mean, I need clothes, but I've been wanting my own place to live for a long time. Too. If I have the money, if I can get moved in somewhere, if I can find a place.
You need clothes? Please tell me you got more than one set of clothes.
And within what I have in money wise, I'm going to have by what I got my income tax, and plus I'm going to get on my Social Security at the beginning of next month. That's quite a bit of money I'm going to have. So this would be the perfect opportunity to find a place to live. I just don't know where. If I could find a place for myself and my couple of my cats, that'd be great. So I'm down to 2 cats now, pretty much.
Why does he have cats, and what happened to the other cats? Did you eat them? Did you sat on them? Are they in the ceiling?
So that's all I have. Now, if I could just find a place to live, that's the question. I've been looking, and so far there's a couple possibilities. But if anybody's got any suggestions, it'd be great. Yeah, so I'm just wondering if I can find a place, and just if I can find one. The problem is that any place renting an apartment is out of the question due to the requirement of the income. That's why.
You sure it's not because of the staircase you have to climb? Because I don't see you climbing any staircases anytime soon, buddy.
So I gotta find somewhere like a trailer with a lot rent, and it's not required by 3.5 times the rent income. It'd be nice if I could find my own place and have my own place. I mean, and I always make sure my bills are paid.
So, guys, folks, if you've paid attention, the fat guy fan is on blast.
If anybody's got any ideas or places, it'd be nice. I was like, today I was going to go magnet fish, but the weather, it was terrible today. The snow, hail, the wind was cold. So I decided not to do anything today magnet fish wise. But I've been sitting here thinking, what should I do here at this point? I got this money here, and if I just find a place to live, it'd be great. And I could be on my own, by myself.
Who are you living with?
If I could just find somewhere
I want to know who you're
that I can
with.
afford
On
on the income every month I get. You know, it'd be cool. It'd be nice. Because every place for an apartment is out of the question, because I just said the one requirement is the income. So.
Oh, there you go. You got Aaron. Because this is the fun bit, folks. So this is a gamer. He streams. This is also the sad bit, folks. This guy's on welfare. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't need a job. He's a gamer. And here's Aaron Duff, M.E.D. Do you live in a house now?
Do you live in a house now?
I'm renting a room from a couple of people here. They own this house. I want my own place.
Does it rain inside, dude?
I need to get out of here. I want my own place to be by myself. Not rent a room anymore. Especially, most of my stuff, I don't even have all my stuff here. I'm renting a storage unit for about $57 a month. Stuff I got in a storage unit. You know, I could use that for something else. So yeah.
I'm gonna pay attention to this guy, seriously.
And if I could get a big enough place for my stuff and myself, it'd be great. With my 2 cats. So, this would be the perfect opportunity is now. If I could figure out, if I could find something. I cooped up in his room and not enough room to store anything. I need to find something.
Would it be easier to live in an apartment though? In case something needs to be fixed?
The problem is, yeah, it would be easier, but the requirements for income I can't meet. That's the problem. I'm on a limited income of Social Security. The requirement of the rent is to get the place, you have to meet your income has to be 3.5 times the rent cost. Then in order to move in, which I can't meet that.
You can. You can get a job.
So if apartment is for $400, if I rent an apartment $400, but my income is got to be 400 times 3.
Boy, buddy, you can't do basic math? Oh boy. That stimulus check is gonna go nowhere, isn't it?
That means it has to be at least $1,200 a month I have to make in money in order to get that place.
Are there rent-controlled apartment options in your city?
Yeah, I'm already on the waiting list on a couple of them now. And I'm still waiting.
Oh great, Section 8 vouchers here with current price.
So it's not, you can't move into instantly. You gotta wait. It's usually up to 6 months to a year to get to one of those places.
6 months up to a year, buddy? You're lucky. Over here, you'd have to wait 10 years.
So, there's that. And a lot of things can come up between there and then.
Yeah, like getting a job.
So yeah, I'm just trying to think what to do here. Especially I got my income tax and I got the stimulus going to be coming to me also. And plus the rent, my income, my Social Security. Right now I got quite a bit of, I got about almost $1,000 in my account currently right now. And plus if I don't spend any of that anymore, and I have to, and hold on to that, and find a place to move into, and it's not going to be too expensive for me to live there.
So you need a temporary place between now and when you're able to get a rent-controlled place.
Betterments with rent-controlled places they're government housing. There are limitations what I can't do there. like running a self-employment business, pets, and I'm a cat lover, and I'm not going to give up any of my cats. So,
I'm going to have a self-employed business because
and in some of those places you're only allowed one cat, and I got two, and I had them since they were babies. So, except for one, of course, but I'm not going to give her up regardless. So, if I had Timmy and Bonker still, it'd be the exact same situation.
What happened to Timmy and Bonkers?
But yeah. It's like, I just want to get...
Why ya wanna move for ya already got a house?
Yeah, why do you want to move? You already got a house. Reading.
I don't have a house. I'm renting a room. This right here is all basically my area. And I'm sharing a bathroom, a kitchen. That's it.
Those poor people.
I'm renting a room. I do not have a house. I mean, take a look, man. Look.
Ooh, we're gonna get a tour.
See that on top?
Yeah, we see that. That's nice. Oh no. There's a fly. No. Ew.
And not just this spot. There's other places like that in this house. More like in other situations.
Like there not being a door situation and a dirty closet.
I mean, look at my door.
That's not a door. How much is he paying in rent for his pet?
My sister tried to get a council house to rent, but they put her on a 20-year waiting list. Haha.
Jeez, Pete. So, I want my own place. That's what I want.
She ended up getting a better job and paying $350 a week for a nice new built house.
Again, I can't get a better job or anything. I'm disabled.
No, you're fat.
So I'm stuck with the income I got. I'm with the self-employment. That's not very much. So I don't have those options.
Dude, you can move your arms. You can work. You can work at a call center. Hell, you can work from home. It's just that you don't want to work, do you?
So yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what, and if I could just find a place to move to in a better situation and be on my own.
What do you do for self-employment?
Computer repair.
No, you don't. Fuck it. I hate these people. I had these people in my class at college and university. Oh, I'm going to be everything. Then they sit at home and do jack shit, collecting welfare checks. I fix a computer.
And my YouTube channel alone too. Don't make very much of my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get it up there though. Also.
You got 5K. You're monetized. Nice Netflix. This guy has more viewers than JJ does.
So.
And he puts less work into it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I could I'm trying to figure out what to do at this point. And I mean, I got the money. I got money, and trying to find a place to live, another place to live. I can live by myself. I don't have to rent a room anymore. That'd be great.
What do you think of the new quarantine rules today?
I didn't really check them out. I just know that it's been extended. Nothing really much. When I read it, it didn't really. It looks like there were no changes at all. All they did is extend to how much longer to be. That's about it. I didn't see anything different. So.
Did like you get out of the house?
No more magnet fishing for a while.
I can still magnet fish. It's not going to stop me. I can leave this house.
No, you can't. You can't fit through the door.
And there's going to people still going to leave their house. And I'm not staying sitting in this house. I'm going out and about and do something. And then it turns nice again, I'm going back out there again. No quarantine crap is going to hold me in this house.
No, your body weight is going to hold you in your house.
So I'm going to still do what I'm going to do. It seems like nobody up here listened to it the first time. Anyways, I was in Cascades Park, and it was on the first day of lockdown. And that sucker was bustling with people.
Yeah, because they're probably walking their dog, not walking their mat.
So I'm going to still magnet fish. As soon as probably tomorrow, if the weather permits it, I'm going to try a place out on Lansing Avenue. It's about 20 minutes out from here. It's like the big portion of the river of Grand River. I'm going to try it out there tomorrow if the weather permits.
So he has a car. Neat. Anyways, this is basically a wonderful deadbeat. He's called Scott's Filming Incorporated, Jackson, Michigan. And, oh, he's live. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, come on, YouTube.
Oh, come on! The butter burn.
You went
all the way over there? Yep. Well, looks like I'm throwing bombs.
This is your taxpayers' money at work, folks.
Not in the past. Look what you did to me.
But this is the thing, his real life shit is way more interesting than his video channel. Like, here he is in the pool, bobbing and wheezing.
Alright, hello everyone. I'm at the Y. Again, the last video didn't make it because the audio didn't record last time, so I'm using my GoPro this time at least. So, yeah. Waiting for the pool to clear out before I use this.
Swimming in his clothes.
Here I am. Why? Again. Alright. Cool.
So I'm guessing this is where he bathes.
In the heated pool, small pool. I'm trying to get some. My legs feeling better. Been aching lately. So. Tour of the pool underwater. Alrighty. Heck? Stop on me? Oh no, it didn't stop. Alright.
But yeah, this third fuck is mooching off your taxpayer money, playing video games while at it. And if you want to know something really funny, folks, this is where your taxpayer money is going to.
Put this on my camera stand.
He has a nice 4K camera, folks. He has a gaming computer. And he has a Section 8 housing.
Alrighty. Wonderful.
And here's the human blob.
Oh, here's up my setup. I finally got my desk, everyone. I finally did.
Hold on.
Alrighty.
That poor little stool, folks. Here, we'll watch that in slow motion real quick. Watch that poor stool cry out for help when he's gonna break that thing.
Here's up my setup. I finally got my desk, everyone. I finally did.
You guys heard that, Craig? That stool is gonna die in like 2 sittings.
Sweet. Oh.
But yeah, this
one of my friends came through for me.
Has diabetes and some disabilities.
You know.
Refuses to work. But hey, your taxpayer money is going to this.
Chats here.
And he's going to be setting up his computer. Because he's a computer.
Oh no, I'm not. I had to make another trip out there to go get baby boy.
Your cats might miss it, though.
Oh yeah, they're gonna miss it. All right, definitely. Yeah, I had to go back out there to go get baby boy because he got out that morning for a move. That's about it.
You still out there, or you got him?
I got him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did get him. So I didn't. I never left a cat behind. So yeah.
I'm glad that you didn't get what do you call it, that foreclosure or whatever. You know, I mean, no court was necessary.
Nope, no court was necessary. Didn't get that. Didn't go that far. Thank God that didn't go that far.
That's the thing I
one of these drawers.
They can get off their
Yeah, I
ass
forgot
to
these
fix
damn
their
drawers. Yay.
But if you happen at a job, you go,
No, we gotta figure out how to go back in. We had to take them out. Like, this desk is heavy. It took 3 people just to bring it in.
That desk is... Dude, I can lift that desk on my own. That desk isn't heavy. They had to carry you along with it.
Yeah, and I bought it for about $30. So. Yep.
Pretty good, man. I can't see you right now because I'm calling on the phone. I'm using the
You're all right, man. It's all cool. It's all good.
But yeah, I'm happy that everything went good, you know.
Yeah.
See, this is his problem, folks.
That's my biggest concern.
He does 2 things 2 seconds.
I didn't really want to deal with another Karen.
Dude, your cat is over there. Be nice to your cat. I mean,
I was afraid of it. I was like, dang it, Karen. They moved next door to one.
Oh, Kitty is
That's a problem. You can't choose your neighbors.
Oh, for crying out loud. Fucking spoiled assholes. Anyways, this is too much aggravation for me. This fast
I
food
told her
gets a
straight
home
in her
control
face.
free
I called
house.
her Karen. And
And he's
my
been
uncle
complaining
tried to
about his
say that stuff.
neighbors.
I'm trying to say, like, well, the only way you deal with a Karen is confront them. Don't let them push you over, bully you into submission. That's how you deal with them.
Dude, if anyone wants to push you over, we're gonna need a backhoe.
Don't let them get it over on you.
Or a bobcat.
He has no clue what Karen's capable of doing. That's why I made sure I contacted my landlord right off the bat. So, after that whole situation, and let him know what's going on.
Oh my god.
He said there's a sign that states there's cameras on here in this building. I'm not sure if that's true or not, or they just put it there to just deter problems or not. So I want to put some of my security cameras up, but I don't know if it'll let me do it or not. I haven't asked it yet. I got to figure out how to get my green screen up here too and stuff. I got to figure that out.
Your fucking green screen, dude.
If I can have my green screen.
You're on welfare. Well, disabilities probably, but. Let's do a bad break today. Let's see.
Gotta figure out.
Does he go for his tool? Please tell me he goes.
Trying to get my uncle just to
Oh,
help
he's on
me
the
with
floor
that
over here.
situation.
What happened to his tool?
So.
Let's see what happened to his tool.
Boy. This wish we have a helping hand sometimes. But things don't go like that.
Those feet. Look at the feet. No.
So I gotta drop it down here.
Those feet.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Those feet. He goes to the YMCA in the pool with those feet. Ew.
Oh. Uh-oh. No. You can't be that short. No. No.
Also, folks, those screens he puts on.
The plug.
Those
And all my money's falling out of my pockets.
those screens are gonna. Mr. Computer Expert over here, folks. He's gonna kill those screens.
Gotta move closer.
When he turns on the music, those screens gonna
Oh, that'll help any. Oh, crap.
Yes, kitty. Start eating. He's dying.
Really, kitty? Hi, baby girl. Hi, little missy. How you doing, kitten? Oh, great. Oh, hopefully it's close enough now. Oh, man. Oh.
For crying out loud, dude, you've barely done anything. This is the only time I was fucking faithful as a fox.
Alright. Yes.
Oh, let's see if he gets it. He doesn't. Seems to. That stool seems to be made out. I want to know who made that stool. Because that stool ain't breaking. And of course, his fat friend is over.
Hey boy, I plan to let you outside, so tomorrow. That's the plan. So you get used to the outside. So don't you dare do what I think you're gonna do.
Let's have a look at his rig, folks. Oh, fuck you, dude. You got a tablet, you got a laptop, you got 2 screens, and you got two PCs. and you're still bitching, oh, I can't afford a place. Fucking hell. Well, there you go, folks. The Computer Wiz has his entire gaming setup set up. Fucking hell. This is... I'm not even paying American tax money, but I'm getting... for crying out loud. I'd get pissed. Because this is where taxpayer money is going to. But folks, we've been going for 3 hours, so I'm gonna call it a day today. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to do the wonderful Canon and Mrs. Columbo riff. I believe there's still 2 or 3 episodes for Mrs. Columbo, and after that we're going to do something different. As for Canon, we're in season 2, so still 3 more seasons to go. But damn, this fat fuck gets government funding, and this is what they do with it. God damn it. Some people get everything given on a platter. Speaking of a cat, my cat is calling, so I'm heading out. I'll leave you guys with this lovely guy. He loves to sing his songs, folks.
Well, I was 16 and sick of school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I bought a guitar, I got the fever, that's rock and roll. I played at parties, played in bars, spent my money buying new guitars. I screamed my heart out, but how I loved it, that's rock and roll. Well, come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. It's when you're smoking and the heat have got your heart pounding right with the beat. Don't try to fight it, just get excited, that's rock and roll. Now don't you worry about being a star. It doesn't matter who or what you are. Just get the rhythm and let it fill you. That's rock and roll. Well, come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. Well, come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. And if you feel it, clap your hands. Let me see some sweat for the boys in the band. Now let me hear you, let me hear you, that's rock and roll. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, get with it. Come on everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. Well, come on.